Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Friday pre flight. We've got a lot of things that happened this week. I'm going to try to boil it down to about three today. We can cover some other stuff as you see fit as we move along here. Once we get through through the main subject matter. Um, I don't know that I'm really going to talk about Jeff Frost leaving Sony as much as I did mention it in the description. I don't think anybody really cares, but it does. You see some shuffling of the deck chairs over at Sony. There's a reason for that. Sony Television's only really got four or five decent television products out there that are airing on networks. And I think they're going to retool a little bit on their television side to cater towards like streaming services they can sell to. So, but that's probably why Jeff's out. But we'll get on that and some other things as we get going. But I want to say hi to all of you. We've got grumpy old Ninja Kentaro OA here promoting me and many other amazing shows. Of course, Dina, who is, I guess, streaming right now. We also got Lord Thoth here. We've got Cody Guy in the house as well. Sean Estep is here. Good to see you, my friend. I think, yes, we do. We have emotionally unstable amphibian. Hail to you, my friend. Indeed. Let's see. We've got, so many folks. Let's see. Philip A. Demick is here. Says cheers. Indeed. Pinochet's helicopter tours by Roof Korean. Wow. Wow. A Pinochet reference. That was a period of time in South America that was very interesting indeed. Ben Hennigar is here. Good to see you, my friend. Awesome avatar. I love that puppers. Jamie says, let's go. Indeed. Let's get going. Dapper Bard Games is here. I just got here feeling great. So am I. I hope you guys are doing well. George Bonnie 90 is here saying hello to folks. We got Dragon Master 360, low spec Linux laptop is in the house, as well as Channel Surf. What's up? We've got Chris the Bliss hanging out. Let's see. A few other folks are rolling in here. We got Mr. Shirt. Hail to you, Mr. Red Shirt. We've got Humor and Waffles. Stone Cold Lead. Missed the last couple shows, but made it to this one at last. Well, thanks for being here, my friend. I love that beautiful crest. It's beautiful. Release the McCracken is here, and Release the McCracken has been on a roll. Lots and lots of memes out there in the world. Gosh, the meme group has been going to town. I cannot wait to see all the memeage that happens on FNT this evening. We'll have to get there when we get there. Barf bag has been deployed. Uncle Remus, well, you might need it. Look, I'm not going to bury the lead. We have a real problem. There's always been a problem in Hollywood. Well, not always, but in the modern Hollywood, what we know as Hollywood, the last 50 years, they've had quite a bit of, well, many issues. Let's just put it that way. We've got Super Family's here. Good to see you. We've got people that do bad things to each other in various ways. People who do bad things to others, and people do bad things to young people. The problem is when it comes to any of those types of misbehaviors, those issues, they're bound to repeat themselves. Statistically speaking, if you were taken advantage of in a given way, whatever that is, good, bad, indifferent, you are likely to exhibit the same behavior as an adult and repeat a cycle that is just absolutely tragic. And I don't usually like to dive right into the heaviest subject of the day. We're only 6 minutes into this stream. So I'm going to replace a couple of words here and there in this story, but I think it's well worth covering, and hopefully you'll agree with me. We did talk a little bit about this on Midnight's Edge in the morning, just a little while ago. If you had the opportunity to catch that show, it was very good today. I enjoyed being there. But here it is. This is the headline. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It doesn't matter if I got it straight from TMZ. It doesn't matter if I get it from Fox. It doesn't matter if I get it from Hollywood Reporter. None of this changes anything that's basically here. And the statements that were made and all the other bad things that are associated with this. So the parents of a young activist accused Ezra Miller of doing bad things to their daughter with cult-like behavior and violence. The couple claimed in court documents. Now, did you hear that? In court documents. So this is formalized at this point. That Miller uses violence, intimidation, and threat of violence in order to control. So Flash actor Ezra Miller. Okay, if you're DC / Warner Brothers Discovery, how excited are you to hear this reference, right? Flash actor. Not good. And I know this film's, a ways out yet. And I have a feeling they're going to have to keep pushing it outwards, but we'll keep going. Anyway, Ezra Miller is accused of the word that I'm not going to say because it's not liked here on the platform. 18-year-old activist Dakota Iron Eyes since she was 12 years old. 12 years old. With cult-like and psychologically manipulative controlling behavior in court documents filed by her parents in the Standing Rock Sioux Tribal Court in North Dakota on Tuesday. Attorney Chase Iron Eyes and his pediatrician wife, good Lord, he's an attorney, Sarah Jumping Eagle, petitioned the court to issue a restraining order against Miller, citing the 29-year-old, is he transgender? Non-binary actor as physically and emotionally abusive toward their daughter. Well, I'm just taking their description. I don't know exactly what he's characterizing himself as nowadays. Court documents obtained by Fox News Digital listed Miller as psychologically manipulating, physically intimidating, and endangering the safety and welfare of Dakota Iron Eyes while perpetuating intimate partner violence. Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good. Man. Miller and Dakota, who is also transgender, met at Standing Rock Reservation in 2016, where Ezra took an immediate and apparently innocent liking to their child. Dakota was allegedly given, this is a problem if she was 12, given drugs and alcohol, as Miller showed a pattern of corrupting a minor. Miller offered to fund Dakota's early admittance to the Bard's College at Simon's Rock in Massachusetts when Dakota was 16, a school Dakota dropped out of shortly after turning 18 years old. Chase Iron Eyes witnessed Dakota, Ezra, and others consume massive amounts of cannabis at a New Year's Eve trip to Oakland, California at the end of 2021. He then personally witnessed Ezra Miller express delusions of Ezra being an incarnation of Jesus Christ. Dakota being Ezra's mother in a past life, and Ezra brandishing one of the firearms transported across multiple state lines in a state park when speaking about these past lives. A portion of the documents describe Miller giving Dakota an unknown dose of LSD in January 2022 and drugging Dakota into an incapacitated state. Dakota had been screaming so much after Ezra gave her LSD that she lost her voice, the document stated. When Chase and Sarah went to visit Dakota at Miller's home in Vermont, they found Dakota didn't have a bank card, keys, or driver's license. Dakota spent 3 weeks detoxifying at their home before fleeing to New York to reunite with Miller. Holy cow. When they then traveled to Hawaii, Miller has since been involved in multiple legal issues and arrested twice this year in Hilo, Hawaii. Oh my God. The court The couple claimed in court documents that Miller uses violence, intimidation, yada yada, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs. Goodness gracious. Takata appeared to address the documents and allegations on Instagram Monday afternoon ahead of their release, stating, this is her statement, I guess. I'd like to make a statement to acknowledge the tragedy that is the narrative of the general public and assumptions made on my behalf by my family and friends regarding my stability and otherwise. I dropped out of Bard 5 months ago. My friend and comrade William passed shortly thereafter. My mind was incredibly impacted, and I've needed space and time for processing of grief. My comrade Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has only provided loving support and invaluable protection throughout this period of loss. Takata added, my father and his allegations hold no weight and are frankly transphobic and based in the notion that I am somewhat incapable of coherent thought or opposing opinions to those of my own kindred, worrying about my well-being. I am now well aware of the severity of emotional and psychological manipulation I was made to endure in my parents' home. Holy indoctrination. In addition, Takata wrote, this bout of blatant betrayal and oh, good Christ. And toxicity my parents and others have chosen to punch me with has been desperately embarrassing and traumatically life-altering. Relationships in my life have been grossly affected, some detrimentally so. This behavior is unacceptable and needs to be called out. Takata, who is an activist, has spoken at events including Supercharge, Women All In alongside Gloria alongside Gloria Steinem. Okay, bad punctuation in their article. Alongside Gloria Steinem, the 2020 Makers Conference. That's weird. I'm sure nobody listened to that. And the All It Takes Lasting Legacy event in 2018. Their social media followers include U.S. Representative of New York's 14th Congressional District, and you guessed it, AOC. Interesting. Actress Shailene Woodley, in addition to a host of progressive accounts. Well, there you go. So the court document signed on Tuesday, June 7, ordered the defendant, Ezra Miller, shall have no contact and shall not harass Takata Iron Eyes, Sarah Jumping Eagle, Chase Iron Eyes. Additionally, Miller shall not enter of approach within 100 yards of plaintiff's residence. The court, who cannot locate or serve the order to Miller because his and Takata's location is unknown, will hear the petition on July 12 at 1 p.m. at the courthouse in Fort Yates, North Dakota. So what is that? Let's see. Today is the 10th. So that'd be Monday. All right. Oh, excuse me. Wow. July. We're in June. Goodness. They have to wait a month and change. Good criminy. Miller was arrested on March 28 and was charged with disorderly. You already know all these things. So there you go. Wow. Interesting. Look, I mean, all of this other stuff aside, because we talk about entertainment, the business side of entertainment here on this channel, this is not a good employee for anybody right now, because he doesn't come off well. Let's see what you guys have to say. It's very strange. Hey, Malachi Punk Trace is here. Good to see you. There's far more to this story that they are hiding. Indeed. I agree that that's probably true. Never ends with Ezra, one thing bad after another. This freak needs to be in jail. Well, look, I won't characterize him as that. I would say this troubled individual deserves help of some sort, and that could include jail. Jamie's like, I'm consuming massive amounts of cannabis right now, but I'm an adult. Well, yeah. Uncle Remus says Warner Brothers should have had Ezra play Willy Wonka in the prequel movie that is coming out. That would have been perfect. Yeah. Fat Elvis says Warner Brothers has no choice but to shelve the movie. I don't know. I don't know. They're in a bad position. I would hate to be there. Josiah says Ezra is a criminal. Well, he's done criminal acts. I mean, you can't until he's actually, charged and convicted of something specifically. It's got to be. I have to be careful saying that. Malachi Punctray says, "What a POS Ezra Miller is." People shouldn't treat other humans like this. Let's just be fair. And a lot of people are saying, "Yeah, I will not go see any movie this criminal is in." Yeah. He has exhibited criminal behavior. There's no doubt about that. Flash movie is going to get dumped on HBO Max. WB should do it sooner rather than later. Indeed. They probably should do it prior to. You probably should do it prior to the release of Aquaman, or at the same time. Aquaman's in the theaters. Flash is buried on the streaming service. Yeah, the comrade thing was kind of a turnoff for me. Yeah, it doesn't sound like an 18-year-old school dropout. Well, yeah, hard to say. Hey, what's up, HVP? Good to see you. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through and get all your comments, guys. I'm sorry. Activists are toxic. Well, it just depends. Hey, Memes, what's up, buddy? This story is way more messed up than I thought it was. Yeah, it is. It is. It's way more messed up. And I haven't had time, but I will reach out to Fat Steven, find out who the other young lady is accusing him of very bad behavior in those Instagram story videos. Because if that's all true, this is crazy. Hey, Tina, good to see you. CC, who would you vote for as the next Andy Dick, Takata or Miller? I think Miller. Miller is going to be broadcast just doing something just so egregious that actions will have to be taken, in my opinion. So, yeah, because a friendship with a 12-year-old and a 23-year-old is perfectly normal, says the lovely Sherry. Yeah, I understand that. I really do. Wasn't Iron Eyes the Native American crying at the side of the road in commercials? I don't know if that was a relative, and I don't remember the name specifically, but I do remember the commercials rather well. Rob Altus. Shrap 3D says, and it happens in June. Yeah. Not the best month for this to go down, indeed. Hey, what's up, JT Gunther? Good to see you, my friend. Late night with Cap. That's right. See, Ed Straker of Shadow says, happy TGIF to you and the boss. Thank you. Hey, didn't Miller used to run a hippie sex cult on an island somewhere? Very strange, sick dude. There is so much in his background between him and Leto, like Jared Leto. It's that same weird cult of personality effect on certain ladies of a certain age group. It's very strange. Molokai Punk Trace sends me a 99-cent super sticker. It's a pile of poo or frozen yogurt if you prefer. Thanks for that, my friend. It's tough to cover these stories. This is not where I wanted to start my day. Let me put it that way. It's very strange indeed. Rob Altus says, WB covered for him. Now they're getting karma, yeah. Shelve the movie, says Shrap 3D. No one wants it. Forget the money. It ain't worth it. It's a loss. Move on. Quite possibly. Miller is odd. I am careful when I characterize somebody. He needs a lot of help from a lot of different sources. I'm going to put it that way. Hey, Death Angels Shadow, good to see you. My man Loki's here. What's up, buddy? Our entire article is nuts. I guarantee Ezra wrote that crap. Me too. Yeah, comrade. Yeah, he's been using a lot of very communist language, Marxist language He's very strange indeed. And just that body cam footage of him flipping out when he was being arrested for, the disturbance that he caused. I do not consent to a search, and giving the officer a lecture on pronouns was very strange. Miller is self-destructing, says Stone Cold Lead. Whether he's in control of that or not is anyone's guess. I don't think he is. I really don't. And that, like I said, I don't wish anybody ill. That's my default position for everyone is love. I mean, you have to work hard to get out of that with me. It's just, the way I was raised. Lots of amazing things my mom taught me when I was young. There seem to be a lot of messed up folks in Hollywood and DC for that matter. Well, there's at least two that we can look at regularly over the course of the last couple of months specifically. I saw something today. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but I saw something today that essentially stated an article that essentially stated that Johnny would forego damages if Amber would drop the appeal. I was like, okay. Should have grabbed that. Oh, that's Cody Ironside. Thank you, Loki. Good memory, my friend. Iron Eyes Cody is the name of the crying native. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys are brilliant. Whatever it is, I'm old enough now, my memories just, see ya. Pinochet's Helicopter Tours by Roof Korean for $2 says, happy Friday, everyone. Here's to a summer weekend. Indeed. By the way, this is Roof Korean, the base that we're right here. Yeah. Soul Assassin says, Ezra better change. He's going down a self-destructive lifestyle. Indeed. Hammeroid Hertz is here, says, good morning, friends. Hello from Australia at 5 a.m. Good Lord, my friend. Yikes. But I never missed the pre-flight drinks. You know what? If I didn't have so much to do, I'd join you in a pre-flight drink right now. Man, it would be hot in Phoenix this weekend. It's going to be hot in a lot of different places. I'm headed for Dallas, and I know it's going to be in fuego next week. Oof. Oh, I got to change my flight. Anyway. Hey, Po Baby 74 is here. I wonder how Michael Keaton feels about all this. That's a good question, Uncle Remus. Indeed. Jaffo's in the chat. Good to see you. CC only hates nuclear war and carnies. Well, actually, American Horror Story Freak Show was pretty awesome. If you watch any of those anthologies, they're fantastic. There's Apollonie. Apollonie's in the house. Hey, Apollonie's. Good to see you. Our buddy Jedi Bill is here. Greetings, my friend. I hope all is going well. Jedi Bill's been doing some really cool stuff, including some karaoke streams, so check that out. We got Common Nerd hanging out with us and Trav 101. Good to see you all. You guys are amazing. Just got a members chat from Big Raj. What's up, brother? Says, hi, Culture. Hope you're doing well. I am, and thank you. Thank you for the member chat. Thank you for being a member for 16 months. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to travel very light, like lots of shorts and maybe some golf shirts and probably some t-shirts. Very light indeed. I'll probably be in a real small suitcase. I don't think I'm going to need a lot. I won't be there very long. I'm going to come in Thursday and leave, I think Sunday. There may be no Sunday Culture Review that Sunday. We'll see. Roof Korean now identifies as a helicopter. Horny Alf is in the house. Greetings. Iron Eyes Cody was his stage name. He wasn't a native? I think I'd heard something like that. No, there will be no shirtless CC. No. All right, well, let's move on. We got lots of stuff we can get to. I think the biggest story right now in entertainment is, everything that's been going on at Disney. Disney's looking terrible, honestly. Overall, let me say hi to a couple more people. We got a Dig Outlaw joining us. Good to see you, my friend. Channel Surf is in here. Looking forward to seeing you in Dallas. That'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see everybody. I'm very excited about that. Ever plan to build a media storage on your channel? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, actually, I am going to be doing one of the projects for the DIY channel is going to be a redo of the media room area of the house. Um, so that will include, everything, the cabinet, the electronics, the whole nine. Yeah, that's coming. That's a future thing. So, I also am doing some other projects. Again, not everything I'm doing for that channel is going to be at this house. It's going to be in a lot of different locations. I've got a lot of projects lined up that I'm a part of in the future. So it'll be a lot of fun. Hey, Josiah, good to see you. Howdy do it. It's 109 here in Vegas. Good gravy. That's hot. Holy cow. Howdy do it. That's cool. Like that. That's a cool name. Less than a week. I know. I'm stoked. Stephen Ransom's walking in. Good to see you, my friend. The Common Nerd is here for $4.99. Thank you for that super chat. Says, wish I could see you all in Dallas. I have to do my civic duty, though, and go to the party convention in Houston and fight for our rights. Yeah. Next time. Indeed. We're going to be in Vegas in August and in Orlando in October. And there's multiple things in October. There's something else going in Vegas in October as well. So, you're fine, D-Bud Martin. Good to see you. The AC at your office died? Yikes. Hey, Mexican Iron Man is here. Captain Phantom Nerd is here. Let's jump into it. The big news is that a dozen hot dogs cost $10 at the food store in New Jersey. Holy crap. Really? A package of hot dogs is $10. Dude, if you don't wow, I just said dude. Folks, if you don't see what's happening out there and it's being willfully done, I don't know what to tell you. The food plant thing is not a coincidence by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, yeah. My family's in Vegas, so if you're ever in town, I'll drive up there. I get to Vegas a couple times a year. I'll be there in August when the meetup is there, and that'll be amazing. What's up, Bees, man? Good to see you. All right, let's pop into the next story. Again, Disney's the hottest mess in Hollywood right now, well, in California and globally. And of course, the story about the Peter Rice firing was interesting. And this is how it's characterized over on the Daily Mail, right? And this is probably getting close to where we were talking along the lines of what we were talking about over on Midnight's Edge in the Morning. Ousted Disney content chief Peter Rice, a sharp-elbowed exec with close ties to Rupert Murdoch, yeah, they're very close, was abruptly fired in a 7-minute meeting. 7 minutes. By embattled CEO Bob Chapek, who didn't like Rice breathing over his shoulder. And that's exactly one of the reasons that I imagine this happened. I think there are a few more. We'll see if they go into it here in the article. Disney's TV ed Peter Rice, who 56, was fired in an abrupt 7-minute meeting by CEO Bob Chapek because he didn't like him breathing over his shoulder. I'm not sure that's what was said during the course of that. That's somebody's else's words. Basically, Bob didn't have to give him a reason, just said basically he wasn't a good fit. I've heard it being described as he wasn't on Team Chapek, but we'll keep going. Former Fox exec was allegedly seen as an ill fit in the House of Mouse, who was supposedly gunning to take over for the embattled Chapek. Although the firing appeared sudden, Chapek had allegedly been planning the move for months, with the board backing his actions. So the board is willing to get rid of him. Rice has close ties to media mogul Robert Murdoch, who was once seen as the favorite to succeed Bob Iger in 2020. So Disney CEO Bob Chapek shocked the House of Mouse when he fired his top lieutenant, a rising star in the company, who allegedly was breathing over his shoulder and gunning to replace him. Although Peter Rice, 56, Disney's top executive on television content, was ousted on Wednesday in what was reported to be a 7-minute meeting. See, this is all reported to be. Chapek may have been planning the move for months, according to the Ankler. Chapek allegedly grew frustrated over Rice sticking too close to him, with insiders suggesting that Rice was aiming to replace the embattled CEO and often blamed Rice for every leak that came out of the studio. Well, he's probably not wrong. Rice, who was close with Rupert Murdoch, joined the company in 2019 with Disney's acquisition of 21st Century Fox, where he had risen through the ranks to become president. Sources told Ankler it was that ambition and sharp-elbowed attitude that Rice used to rise at Murdoch's News Corp. You know, and if what's funny is if you read the American Trades, he's characterized. Rice is characterized as a mild-mannered, seldom-seeking praise executive. Of course, he's also British. So there's chapstick. You take a look at what's been happening to the Disney stock price, which they were making a highlight of here for you. That's interesting indeed. But after Rice's ouster was made public on Thursday, Disney's board chairwoman Susan E. Arnold issued a statement backing Chapek, marking the board's first public show of support for the embattled CEO, who's only had a few months left on his contract. So it sounds like they may be renewing it. In this important time of business growth and transformation, we are committed to keeping Disney on the successful path it is on today. And Bob and his leadership team have the support and confidence of the board. The statement of support was seen as significant as Chapek's contract is up in February, and the board will soon face decisions about decisions. Wow, I can't say that word today. About renewing his contract. Since Chapek took over, Disney stock has plunged by 33%, which is largely not due to him, but decisions by the previous CEO. I think most people would agree. And engaged in messy public battles with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who slammed Disney as woke for opposing the state's so-called, and they used that terminology, which is basically the Parental Education Rights Bill. Florida's legislature also stripped Disney's special tax status through its Reedy Creek Improvement District, a major blow to the company and adjacent neighborhoods. Well, it's mostly Disney. It has nothing to do with adjacent neighborhoods. And they're on the hook for that, all those bonds. Don't let anybody try to tell you different. Chapek's troubles have also been compounded as Iger's continues to inject himself, into discussions about Disney projects, appearing to take some credit for recent successes that would have gone to Chapek, which, you know, is crazy. In recent weeks, he posted tweets about he helped greenlight Disney's new Ms. Marvel, Obi-Wan shows. He's still referring to the company as us, despite his departure 2 years ago, and officially a year ago, to be honest with you. Not even quite. I mean, he was officially out as anything at Disney on January 1. So in a goodbye memo to colleagues that day, Rice wrote, "I am incredibly sad that this will be my last weekend read that I will be sending you. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to work alongside each of you here at Disney and many of you at 21st Century Fox. I am so proud of the work we've done, yada, 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 yada." Rice has received an undisclosed payout. Wow. Boom. Rice, who was widely seen as Chapek's number 2 in the company, had held the title of chairman of Disney General Entertainment Content and oversaw all original programming for the company's streaming platforms, yada, yada. So there you go. Man, this is significant. This is Dana Walden, by the way, this lady here. She's the one who's basically taking over. I think she's being set up to get moved, to be honest with you. I think all of this is just chess. It's corporate chess. And Bob's going to be start eliminating content heads and swapping them out in the near future for people who are going to play ball. And I'd like to say thank you to Toxic Man Flu, who sent a member message and a super chat. I see. I support Culture Casino, and you should too. Toxic Man Flu has been a member for 12 months. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and jump to the super chat. Why not? Toxic Man Food for $50. Goodness gracious. Thank you, my friend. Says, this is for that weave joke I pulled on you last night on TNT. Ah, it's fine. I feel guilty, but still a non-believer until I run my fingers through it. Well, if you're going to be in Dallas, the opportunity to do that is Thursday afternoon, evening, I think. So very excited for this trip. Indeed. Let's see what you guys are thinking about the Disney thing. I'm going to leave this up here for a bit. I think Mexican Iron Man. Did Mexican Iron Man send one too? Oh, actually, I think I read this, but yeah, I think I did. Pinochet's helicopter tours by Roof Cream for $2 was Happy Friday, everyone. Here's to a summer weekend. Indeed. Let me know if I missed any. I don't think I did. Don't forget, CC. Disney is really in desperate mode. Yeah, because since Universal Studios released their Mario Kart trailer ride, oh, I know, they are going to have real competition in Florida. They really are. There was a lot of diversity in the photo I showed just a moment ago. That's true. Fat Elvis. Did Chapek find his huevos in KK's purse? Perhaps. Perhaps. Yeah, a lot of people have seen these stories and be like, "What?" Yeah, and again, I'm not surprised. So we'll see. Let's see. Rupert Murdoch for Disney CEO, says Humor and Waffles. Yeah, that was mentioned in the article, and I had never heard that. It wouldn't make any sense. It really wouldn't. He's still running a company with his family. Very strange. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up with the chat. I know I get way behind. It is like when a GM gives the coach a vote of confidence. Yeah, it could be. It's 50-50 in the corporate world. I kind of mentioned it that way the other day. I was like, this is a vote of confidence for Chapek from the board. I don't know if that's going to be there. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Matt G, for promoting channel memberships. Appreciate that very much, my friend. Decentralization is the only way out. DC has got too big for its britches. Your local government has to be willing to stand up to the feds. Indeed. Yep, we need to reevaluate our position on 14 and 10 and get involved. We really do. And that's as political as I'm going to get with that stuff at the moment. Bunkering down and growing your own food is a survival tax. It won't fix anything. Well, it helps. Let's see. Bob is a buffoon, says Dapper Bard Games. He was terrible at running the parks. Indeed. Ran them right into the ground. And thus far has been terrible at running the company. Well, there's areas of the company that are better off because he's a bean counter, but we're gonna suffer for years because he was put in this position. It would have been better to put Eisner back in this gig, right? And put pair him with somebody that was creative. Yeah. If this is part of a master plan, then I need to see some receipts. Me too. But we'll see. Hey, what's up, Ken Jack Ben? Hope things are going well. I hope you are doing well. KK will not get the boot. She will retire with an illustrious career narrative. Indeed, it's actually already happening. This is a conversation that Tom and I had a while ago. Usually when you're on your way out, you get a nice write-up in major publications. We just had that with Vanity Fair. It was a puff piece about KK. At the same time, it was a promotion piece for Disney. And that's kind of how you're going to see that happen. There's probably going to be a couple other illustrious articles written about her and her stewardship at Lucasfilm. but we'll see. No, the public's not buying it. I mean, anybody who's paid attention, but even normies are waking up to a lot of this stuff, folks. I mean, truly. Did Chapek wait too long to do a move like this? Yes, he waited 6 to 8 months too long. In January, I would have taken out the trash, which would have included Victoria Alonso, the recently installed DIE person. I know it's supposed to be DEI, but I really prefer DIE. And some other stuff. I mean, there were other people that needed to go. He needed to essentially tell Feige to tone it down long ago. There's a lot of things that should have happened when he took over. He was put in the strangest position of running the company, but not running the company for a year because of the global crisis and the fact that they put the other Bob in a position of authority creatively over the company, which, let me tell you, the weatherman is not a creative. He's an acquisition fiend. I mean, that's really what he's good at. So I don't know. I mean, we're just in a very strange place there. Mexican Iron Man for $9.99 says, this chat is to support the CC Diversity Initiative. Thank you. I look forward to being the diversity candidate to replace CC as the new host on CC channel. Well, I think you're being very sharp elbowed, to take a quote from the article we just read, Mike, but you're more than welcome to be there on the Sunday late night culture stream, as you are a standing member of that group. And if you'd like, you're welcome to show up on the Sunday Culture Review on Sunday. This will probably be the one that I do get done. There may not be one the following Sunday because I believe I'll be on an airplane, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, a lot of folks rolling in here. Thank you, guys. You are wonderful. I appreciate all of you. I really do. Strangely, you just make my day. So I'm making sure I didn't miss any member chats. No, we're good. I like it when 6 is here because 6 uses that member chats thing to make sure I'm reminded. Let's see. Olaf Van S. ME ended. Expect some more folks in here. Excellent. Midnight's Edges was great. I hope you guys enjoyed that show. It was wonderful. We were talking about or revisiting this story here with Dana Walden replacing this man, Mr. Peter Rice. This is the letter that he wrote out to everybody. And look, if this is being characterized this way in the Daily Mail, there's a decent chance that there's some truth to it. That Chapek really didn't like Rice breathing over his shoulder. He had a pretty good career. 56. He's still pretty young. He probably has another 6 to 8 years in him. Somebody's going to grab him. If they're smart, they won't. Somebody will. They will not let a conservative run Disney. Too much outside money will see to that. True, but institutional investors right now is okay. One of the things I do when I evaluate companies, especially publicly held companies, or anything that's about to enter the public sphere, like in an IPO, is I look at where the money's coming from. One of the things that I pay close attention to, and there's 69 of you in here. We'll see if anybody cares about what I'm about to say. But I look at how much institutional money is in there. A good, healthy portion of the money that's institutional means that it's going to get a good start, but doesn't always guarantee success. You have to get a decent chunk, of public-private folks like myself that are going to put money in there as well. That should be another 20%. So if you're looking for a margin of institutional money, it should be at least 12%, if not 20%. Usually with an SPAC, Special Purpose Acquisition Corporation, that usually has to be a lot of institutional money. So usually it's pretty safe on the way in. Of course, Disney's well beyond that. And so looking right now at what the institutional numbers would be as a percentage of ownership there. Right now, Disney's primary stockholders are not necessarily institutions, but institutions hold a significant percentage of stocks. And I would say that they have far too much sway and influence over the corporation right now. So I agree with you. There is way too much outside money. That's one thing that we should correct in this country is is how much and what kind of investments can be, put together like that. Because there are institutions right now that just have far too much power. Far too much power. Society Reviews, great to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. You're more than welcome to be on the Sunday Culture Review if you're available during the day, or the late night culture stream, my friend. I believe I added you to the group. If not, hit me up. And by the way, Society Reviews does great stuff. Do check out Society Reviews and all the things that they put together over on Bounding into Comics. And Society Reviews is featured over on the Black Pill stream on the Bounding channel. So thanks for being here, my friend. Let's see. Ruben Christopher Haynes. Hey, my good buddy. I am done with all the grooming, gaslighting, and grotesque toxic content only indented or invented for the masses to consume and fill the mind with nonsense. Indeed. That's why I don't consume it anymore. I'm done with Disney Star Wars. I am done with Disney Marvel. That's saying a lot for someone like me. Dr. Dragon asked the real question here. If Susan Arnold had anything to do with it, with the vote of confidence and allowing Chapek to fire Peter Rice, who knows what was said to the board? I'm telling you right now, Susan had to be on board for this to happen because they had to write a giant check. Watch Midnight's Edge's video from today on this subject matter, because I think it will be enlightening. But there is another shoe that is yet to drop that we don't know yet. It's kind of flirty out there, so we'll see what happens. Culture Skinner, are you going to be doing a how-to for irrigation system? Yeah, absolutely. Irrigation will be something. There are going to be some hydroponic and aquaponic projects that are going to appear on the DIY channel, and eventually I'll spin off a gardening channel. Again, I'm just going to monetize all my hobbies. Eventually, we'll get down to like some of the stuff, the specialty stuff that I enjoy doing that I keep hidden from the masses. So. Yeah, Magitech Mags is here. Greetings. And we've got KRNut82. Good to see you, my friend. Let's see. Did we get anything else coming in? KK will get a golden parachute. She already has one. Anything Lucasfilm that's derivative will always have her name on it. You will be stuck with that name in your mind forever, probably until she passes. That's a real bummer. Shoot. Chat jumped. I'm trying to get back to you guys. Darcipio says Chapek is incompetent, so how has Disney won anyway? Disney Chapek's look. The last 3.5 years of Iger was a demonstration in incompetence, paying far too much for Fox properties. That was just absolutely silly. I know that Comcast was on the other side of that, but that was only an influence. They ended up with a significant portion anyway. Like I said, there's a lot of incompetence to go around. And I have something to say when it comes to Disney right now, and Darcipio, anybody out there. I have a question. Have you heard any buzz about the Lightyear film? Did you hear that? Buzz. That was the joke. But have you heard any buzz around it? No. It's freaking quiet. Like a tomb. Why? We're going into a weekend with dinosaurs. We have a upcoming weekend where Top Gun Maverick could collect more millions of dollars. It's already crossed 600 million. It's on its way to 7. I probably will make an effort to see it up to 4 total times in the theater. That's a lot. It's because it's good. It should be rewarded. Plus, I want to get all the details. I have to see. Let's see. Thank you, Mutant Bamhammer. I appreciate that. Anytime Chapek caps in underling, can we start calling a Chappaquiddick? That's awesome. I love that. Yes, it's a Chappaquiddick. He quickly dispatched them. Bye-bye. 7 minutes, by the way. I've had like bathroom ablutions that were, Much, much longer than that. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, brightest day? Hey, all, says the Peter Venkman fan site. Great to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Let the Rat Kingdom burn, says Sebastian Simonson. Yep. Indeed. Hey, Crazy Cat Guy's here. Hey, Crazy Cat Guy. Who knew is here? What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Says, hail, my friend. Hail indeed. Thank you all for being members. I have updated the member offerings to include a new tier. It's called the High Rollers. I mentioned that because Who Knew the Salt Must Flow was one of my first, if not my very first member. Thank you for that. It is the High Rollers is $25. It's going to be a new kind of behind the scenes look at some of the stuff that I'm doing before it makes it out there into the world. So you get it you'll see me like editing a video and talking, in a live stream or even a video, something like that. So it's going to be that'll be the offering. You can look at it if you want to take a look at that. And yeah, I do appreciate that. And thank you, Olaf on S, for upgrading to a gold member, my friend. I appreciate that very much. Now I got to update the credits again. You guys are so great. I love you all. Top Gun was excellent. Jurassic World was bland. So you've seen it, the lovely Sherry. I guess Sherry has seen it. Six says it was okay. See, and Paul Chatto, who was on Midnight's Edge in the morning, made a good point this morning. He really did. He's a brilliant man. And he said, is that not okay that we just have movies that are okay? That was 2.5 hours, and it's going to make money, and that's what the whole goal is. To be honest with you. Yeah, Shrap, I understand where you're coming from. Shrap 3D says, after listening halfway through Az's Disney rant today, I'm not even interested enough to listen to rants about Disney now. That's how little I care about the mouse. And I think a lot of people are there. I'm not covering it. I mean, honestly, I cover Disney from a business side of things. I mean, right now, let's see, I'm looking real time. This is the other cool thing about the Stream Deck is I actually have a bunch of stocks up on here. Disney went sub $100. I thought that they would today. Said it as much on Midnight's Edge in the morning. Maybe even mentioned it in the 6 Minute Daily. They are at 99.78 right now. They're down 3.4%. And a lot of people are saying, well, it's because we fired Peter Rice. No, entertainment stocks are just getting hammered right now. By the way, BuzzFeed right now, I feel like I could buy all the outstanding shares and own that company. Well, I couldn't. If I had the money, I would, though. Because I mean, it'd be pretty easy to fix. BuzzFeed was a good idea to begin with, and then they deviated wildly, But no, tech, everything's down across the board. Inflation numbers came out today, and they were terrifying. And if you don't think they're going to get worse, you're wrong. There are some countries with 40% inflation. At least one has reported that. That's insane. It's insane. Yeah, interestingly enough, the Common Nerd, that's the only article I've seen was the Evans article saying that he was kind of intimidated to step into Tim Allen's shoes. I'm thinking, well, then you shouldn't have. When they showed the trailer at the theater, nobody made a sound. Totally oblivious to Lightyear. Yeah, I had people talking over the top of the Lightyear thing, like loudly, and nobody cared. Nobody booed them. Nobody told them to shut up. It's insane. So is Chapek Anakin now? Maybe. We'll see. If he throws the Emperor into it doesn't matter. Won't matter anyway because the Emperor came back, right? God, they suck. Can't tell a good story at all. Ha! If you don't like Top Gun Maverick, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, thank you, Olaf, for upgrading. Appreciate it, my friend. And if I missed anybody's member chat, let me know. I appreciate you guys. I don't want to miss those. Did you guys swat the bot? Thank you. Islodge Melodies here. What's up, my friend? The Tomb of Dracula. Monster Squad. I want to suck your blood. Awesome. Thanks for being here. I love that avatar. That's cool. Orange Hat said Jurassic World is a good popcorn flip. Thank you for that. And Orange Hat's worth watching if you're looking for somebody, a different voice, somebody you haven't heard, and you're not a subscriber. Go check out his channel. He does some good stuff. I've followed Orange Hat for a long time, like since before I had a channel. So I think, pretty sure, early on, somewhere in there, about the time I had a channel. Been following Orange Hat for a long time. Orange Hat's criminally undersubbed. I'll put it that way. Jamie says, I enjoy Disney stories for the Schadenfreude. Yeah, indeed. Oh, I didn't think it was a tax trap. I was just saying I'm right there with you. I'm not worried about you guys. And by the way, I'm not easily offended or hurt. Unless you say something about me that I would think would be just character destructive for me. It would be hard to accept that. Wow. Scam Likely is calling me. Let's see. Yeah, Christian Fandom Geek is here. Another great channel, folks. Check him out. Somebody from across the pond. Check out the channel. Let's see. Bilbo Swaggin says, I forgot Lightyear was a movie coming out. Yeah, very soon. In just a few weeks. It's insane. It's insane. Trav says it's weird because this is Toy Story and the last one made over $1 billion. Yeah. Well, did we need an origin story for the character that the toy was based on? No. We'll see. Kitty Bear says Buzz Lightyear is buzzing past its target by a light year. No one here. Well, no one will hear the buzz. Indeed. Yeah, Monster Squad. Yep. Clones. LOL. Such Deus Ex Machina. In a bad way. Indeed. I don't get the Lightyear timeline. Toy Story took place in a clearly 90s world, but Lightyear looks like it's in the far future. Oh, well. We do know from Star Wars that Disney cares nothing for canon. Yes, humor and waffles. Indeed. 16-bit Mascot says, Culture's Wookiee beard absorbs all negativity flung his way. Wow, I wish that were true. But I like to be positive. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I still, even on bad things, I'm trying to be positive. Po'boy74 says, I'm a rocket man. Indeed. Hang on just a second, folks. Let's see. How important is culture that Top Gun make $1 billion? Man, that would be, first of all, if it gets to $1 billion, it's well over my wildest expectation. In fact, if it gets to 900 million, it's beyond my wildest expectation. I thought it would compete with the Batman, which has just crossed 900 million and won't get much further. But no, it would be huge, and it's going to be a financial windfall for a studio that desperately needs one. Desperately. So if it got over $1 billion, that's a huge win. Not only that, it's got multiple areas to earn more money. It really does. Again, that's going to be a film that a lot of people will own because it's a good film. The Real Steven TV is here saying, how's it going? It's going great. Good to see you. Dapper Bard Games says, I was part of a duo offered to see the Lightyear movie premiere, and we passed. Wow. A lot of people probably did. Yeah, no. Let's see. Uncle Remus, to infinity and behind. Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up? The Sentinel says, they should have used the lore that the Buzz Lightyear cartoon show added to his character. I have no desire to see this film, and I think a lot of people are with you. Indeed. Hemorrhoid Hertz apparently is unretired himself. Seemed like a good idea because it's a great job, great pay, but feck me. I would rather be home with my chickens. Yeah, I think most people rather be home gardening and doing things around the house. Indeed. Oh, here we go. Malachi Punk Trace says, I'm planning to go see Black Adam when it comes up. I haven't watched a trailer for it. Don't plan to watch it. I thought the trailer was okay. I really do. They really do a good job of keeping a lot of things under wraps, which is good. It presents the character rather well, comic accurate, I believe. So at least as far as the suit goes. I think it was a role that was kind of written for somebody like The Rock. We'll have to see if the movie's good. That's going to be the win or lose, right? And that's when I will probably see. Yeah, could you imagine a steelbook with the original film and the sequel? That'd be so great. So great. Oh, KR Nut 82 says, I finally completed my Knight Rider DVD collection. Woohoo! That is awesome. By the way, the avatar there, that's the inside of Kit. I think, anyway. Trinoculus B says, the only Lightyear I'm interested in is the prototype solar car. Ooh, cool. D-Bud Martin says, I'm old and I don't have kids, so I've never seen any of the Toy Story movies. I've seen all but the most recent one, I think. Yeah, Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone is awesome. The Tomb of Dracula. Let's see. Whoa, you're dreading it? The Justice Society of America? Oh, I covered this the other day, but you guys know there's a 4-series comic book coming out in support of the Justice Society of America. Of course, the cover features Black Adam. I'm not sure if anybody's going to get, but it's a limited run. It's only like 4. So somebody might get it. We'll see. Yeah, I believe it is The Rock's production company, which he co-owns and operates with his ex-wife, who's also his agent, who is also the agent for Henry Cavill. I think there's some stuff going to happen in this film that we didn't know about. I really do. Read by Nature says, Maverick was a lot of fun. Just saw it today. Well, thanks for that. I'm glad. Let's see. Jack Ben says something. Doesn't matter that little things like timelines don't match up. The movie only exists to present lesbians to children. I'm not sure that's entirely why it exists, but it's a part of why they left stuff in there and why they probably won't pull it out going forward. So Rocky 4 song was good too, indeed. Warner should just sell the DCEU to him. God, no kidding. Well, okay, so a little bit of sports ball weirdness, right? I don't pay attention. I mean, I haven't watched the NBA in years now because it just no longer became entertaining. Before I quit watching, one of the last people I thought was worth watching was the guy that's gone the most off the deep end. His name's LeBron James. He's trying now this is a guy who's single-handedly helping to destroy the league. He's trying to solicit the league to either sell him a team or let him expand a team into Vegas because he wants to be a team owner. Bad idea, Genius. Only seen Toy Story 1 and not for a long time, yeah. All right, speaking of films, okay, we've got a little bit of time left. Mods, check me on this, but I think we're back to the regular start time, which is 24 minutes from now for Friday Night Tights. Somebody raise your hand and say that I'm right, please. But we got one more thing to talk about with movies. So unfortunately, we're going to have to dip away from the Disney and Lightyear and all the other stuff we were doing there and jump on this real quick. And it's this. Jurassic World Dominion got hammered by 235 professional critics, and the audience is giving it a 79%. All right. My takeaway from this film, once I see it, I will make known publicly. This is interesting to me because, they really tried to reinforce the embargo, despite the fact that this film had released like 11 or 12 days before its premiere here in the United States. Previews for this film, as I mentioned today on Midnight's Edge in the morning, which means Thursday's numbers, came in at 15 million, I believe. No, excuse me, 18 million. Sorry, $18 million. That's where Thursday finished. Top Gun Maverick was 19.3 million in previews. If this film has legs, it should have the same multiple as Maverick after 2 weeks. We'll have to see. I don't know if this gets a blah or a bland word of mouth. I don't think it does what Top Gun did. Top Gun, people were effusive. They were willingly tell everybody, all their friends, family, that the film was good. If you're telling people are listening to you saying it was okay, it was good, hem and haw, give some positive and negative things, that doesn't inspire people via word of mouth to go see a film like this. And that's kind of what you need nowadays to be successful. You need good word of mouth. So we'll have to see. So I find it strange that we have, here's the breakdown. 79% out of 1,000 of the unverified, which is people who didn't buy their tickets through Fandango, 71%. So it's a little lower if you look at the audience in general. Top critics are even lower. So 33% of all critics. Look at the top critics, 21%. That means 46 there. 46 out of the 58 think it's a rotten film. Let's take a look at them. Shadowware. So the critic consensus is splat. Here we go. David F. says, a strong cast of favorites all coming together for the first time. Can't save a terrible script and a weak plot. I don't know which is more incompetent. The ferocious dinos that couldn't catch their play, or the head bad guy that was substandard and over-the-top pathetic. They wrap up part of the plot, yada, yada. So it's interesting. This right off the bat, verified 20 minutes ago, David F. destroyed this film. Then you have the complete polar opposite in this person, whoever Owen Grady is, saying, truly amazing and up to the standards one would expect. Sad to see the end finally here, but the best one could hope for. Okay, then we're back to 1.5 stars. It's obvious this franchise has lost its way. And a little bit better. Wow, this is crazy, right? Back and forth, back and forth. The movie was amazing, and I'm a longtime fan of the movie. That's a weird one. And it hit all points. All right. Anyway, I don't know if anybody cares about any of that. It's very strange. But I do know this. I will see it, and I'll give you my thoughts. And when I do. How about that? We'll have to see how that's going. Yeah, it's very strange when you see a high audience score for, Jurassic Park Dominion. It's very strange. Little ZZ Top from Darth Scipio there. She's got legs. Yeah. And this is true, Trav. Top Gun had word of mouth, even internationally. Consider all the markets it did well in. It's amazing to me. Oh, thank you very much for this, Hemorrhoid Hurts. This pre-flight is the best way to start FNT. We love you, brother. Well, I love you guys right back. You have no idea. Yeah. Can we mix Top Gun with Jurassic World? Planes shooting dinos, dinos eating planes. Yeah, I think it's called Godzilla. Or a good media fan bashing campaign, says the Peter Venkman fan site. Yeah, I really wish they would stop with this anti-marketing thing. I really do. It's not good, especially when it perpetuates lies that aren't accurate. The mainstream media is doing it right now. I mean, I'm not going to dive into any of that, but nobody's watching it. I love listening to the Top Gun soundtrack cassette on my Walkman. Me too. Highway to the danger zone. Man, it was a major upgrade when I got my Discman. Remember those? That was like gold back then when I was young. Lovely Sherry says it could have been better. Well, there you go. Darcipio asks a question: why doesn't Paramount pay off the critics like Disney? I don't know. They didn't really have to for Top Gun. It wasn't going to matter. It was going to be a fan popular film. And again, the critics mean nothing nowadays. I think we all know that. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. Any critic rating is something that doesn't align itself with the general populace. I mean, you always had critics like that, but they were few and far between. You know, you always had, you know, like a Siskel and Ebert take on, you know, the films and everything. And those, you know, those were probably better watches and more in the real world based than most of the critics that you're going to see out there critiquing film. Rob Altus is going to go see it, but he's not expecting much. Look, it's Kathy. What's up, my friend? You just got up. Well, it's kind of early. Let's see, 6 hours. So, wow. Yeah, it's kind of early for you. Kind of early. I just got up and hail culture. Well, Kathy on the Hukalea, thank you for being here. Anytime I see an audience score locked at 87%, I assume it's a lie. Well, yeah, thank you. That's true. But what about representation? That's right. Gojira! That's right. That's exactly what it is. Now, if the dinosaurs were flying the planes, that'd be awesome. See, honestly, okay, so did you ever watch that TV show with the dinosaur family? I think it was just called Dinosaurs. I can't even remember, but gosh, somebody in the chat's going to remember. Anyway, I always thought that was kind of fun, and I thought you could expand that world, right? You could put the dinosaurs in planes and do some other fun stuff. I thought it'd be fun. I think somebody said something brilliant that I want to highlight. Hang on. Trav 101 said, Matt Walsh couldn't even pay critics to watch his movie. I don't think he's only got one critical review. I think it's only got one. My brother Mike, no relation to Mike, the Mexican Iron Man, is going to see Top Gun Maverick within the next week or so. Well, report back how Mike liked it. That would be awesome. I find it funny that they still say data tapes in the original Star Wars. Yeah, that's how data was stored. Mass storage devices. You actually can still use magnetic tape for mass storage. Actually works pretty well, to be honest with you. Sorry, guys. A little bit of things going on in the background. Let's see. I love the dinosaur series. Not the mama. That's right. Not the mama. Yep, Dinosaurs 1991 was fun indeed. Ooh, Netflix is doing another Castlevania. No, they're having an outsider do that, I believe. But yes, and if it's good like the other one, at least some people say it was good. I'm having a hard time getting into modern anime, folks. Older stuff, no problem. Modern stuff, I don't know if that's just me. I don't know. Dinosaur was the name of the series that ended with the global winter downer ending. Yeah, indeed. Still used on our IBM mainframe. Well, there you go. Data tapes. Red Dwarf rules, says Tom Servo. A lot of people love it. Trav writes, how do these movie companies prove something has been review bombed? They can't. They just say it. And certainly it can be done. I mean, we can actually influence a lot of stuff culturally with our wallets. Just don't buy it. Don't listen to it. If somebody preemptively comes out and calls you racist, misogynist, or any of these other buzzword terms that are starting to become completely meaningless, just assume it's not for you. Don't open your wallet. Why? Why would you want to? Etienne, how's it going, my friend? Says some people say it's good, but if you liked the games, it is not. Oh, all right. Fair enough. Yeah, Floral says, I'm not a fan of anime. Just can't do it. Well, I'm sorry. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. It is what it is. Yeah, American anime. Yeah, not great. Indeed. F Troop was a really funny show. It really was. Etienne says, everything that is getting negative review is review bombed. I know. It's like magical. Okay, so yeah. Oh, hey, what's up with Chris Pratt using his hands to tell the dinos to calm down like the dinos are going to listen? I don't know. That wrangling technique where he just does this in front of them, I'm not sure. Maybe that's a hand signal that since he was around wrangling them since they were eggs, maybe they understand that. Don't know. It's interesting that he makes a promise to a dinosaur. Maybe it'll make sense when I go watch the film. All I know is the second film was terrible. I don't think I finished it. Review bombing is BS. People just hate their stuff. That's probably true. Kitty Bear says, all my movie money goes to YouTube and YouTubers. If I go to a movie, culture gets no money. Well, I appreciate that, Kitty Bear. But treat yourself once in a while, my friend. Treat yourself once in a while. Six banks of reel-to-reel, Crazy Cat Guy? Goodness. It did have a tiny hard drive. It was like 10 megabytes, but that was for program software. I remember using cassette tape to back stuff up too. Prior to getting a 5.25-inch floppy drive. Man, you could have a bad day if the thing ate your tape. Bad day. Hey, Steve Carruthers, thank you for the $2 Canadian. Says, enjoy Google Rewards money. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And thank you for your support. Thanks for being here. I feel rewarded. How does that work? I'd like Google Reward money. There's no such thing as Western anime. It's Western animation, glorified cartoons. Anime in itself is from Japan and not some woke Western translated trash. Yeah, I've heard that. I remember punch cards. Yeah, I actually might still have some. Oh, okay. So in like, did you ever have doors that were keyed on a plastic card that was essentially its own punch card? I always found that fascinating. It's like you slide the card in, the door would open. That was its key. Crazy stuff. Indeed. Eric K for $2 says floppy drive. That's what she said. I did. Hemorrhoid Hurt says, I worked in a data center in 84. Started out cleaning acoustic couplers. Wow. Lospec had a Commodore VIC-20 that had a tape drive. Yep. Very early on. Steve Carruthers says, Flora from Under a Rock will message you about it, Culture Casino. That's cool. I'd like to know what that is. I'd love to know about it. Thank you. Key card door locks. Those are used in hotel rooms. Well, the digital versions are with the RFID chips in them, yes. But no, this was a strange thing, folks. Yeah, you literally had a punch card. It looked like a business card made out of plastic. It was somewhat rigid. And they punched little rectangular holes in it, and you would insert it in the door. I know that's bizarre. Wow, this is a weird thing to talk about this stream. Anyway. Let's see. Somebody asked a weird question. What was the first computer? I don't know that. Probably a cockroach, I would imagine. Seems like that'd be. We had an old VIC 20 that used a tape drive. It ate 2 of our tapes. Yeah, I know. And you lost your program. It was terrible. Terrible. i.e. an analog card. Yeah, exactly. Very, very old school, Tom Mess. Very old school indeed. MS Word still uses the hard disk icon 20 years later, and the Gen Z kids think it's a soda vending machine. I know. Oh wait, it was a mosquito. The first computer bug. Well, very good. Humor and Waffles disagrees. Says it was a moth. I have not seen what Angel Studios is doing with crowdfunded entertainment, unless it was one of the recent animated short films, the fan films. Are they the ones that are in on that? Because I started to see a bunch of those, like a couple of the Star Wars ones and things that look somewhat decent. So yeah, CD-ROMs. You remember the rewritables? That was so weird. Before the the actual laser RWs, crazy stuff. Pinochet's helicopter tours by Roof Korean for $2 says CC, definitely check out Attack on Titan. Excellent. Yeah. I have a list of 20 different things now, and that's on there. So I'll get to it. That's the problem. Moth is correct, says Tina Bojan. Well, there you go. It got trapped in an electromechanical relay. The operator retrieved it and taped it into the duty logbook, says Crazy Cat Guy. You guys are awesome. I love my audience. You guys are incredible. First ever rage quit was on Oregon Trail. Indeed. God, that game. Good Lord. I did a video over it. They have an app now. Family-friendly stuff. I'll have to check it out. Thank you, Common Nerd. I will definitely check out your video. That's awesome. Time to boot up Netscape or use AOL 3.5 floppy disk to connect to the interwebs. Indeed. All right. The operator was a woman. Not surprising. The first person to fix the computer bug was a woman. You guys I love all of this data. You guys are incredible. Her name was Grace Hopper. Cool. Interesting. The Addams Family 1964 was the first TV family to have a personal computer. And in 1982 or 3 was when I got mine. 81, somewhere in there. So, you died of dysentery. That's right. I think the logbook with the moth is in a museum somewhere. You guys are killing it. I love it. Yeah, TI's had cassettes. They did. Yeah. You remember the PETs, the PET computers? Invented basic language. Yeah, I learned to program in basic Pascal, COBOL, Fortran, ProDOS, which was early Apple operating. Tons of languages. C++. I'm old. IBM punch cards were first used by, the bad guys in Germany, says Pinochet's helicopter tours by Roof Korean for $2. Wow. Did not know that either. Unix. Good gravy, Tina. The Trash 80. Hemorrhoid hurts. The Tandy TRS 80. Look at you guys. Yeah. Adam Stanley had a Univac as executive producer Sol Leibowitz. Yeah. Boomer Casino. No, I'm not quite that old, but fringe. The Smithsonian is an amazing collection of museums. Yeah. Number one rule, always number your punch cards. Yes. I am a boomer at heart. I consume old entertainment too. I'm very strange like that. But we are out of time today, folks. Thank you so much. Your participation is just so appreciated. You guys really do make my day each and every Friday. Going into an incredible weekend, we have great humans to look in on. FNT Friday Night Frolics. You have Loki's late night show. You got Matt Fowler, Foul Ball Productions with the MF or Cocktail Lounge. You have just so much to consume in the evenings. You got Ord's Board over on Twitch and gosh, just I can't even keep track of all the entertainment that's available to us on the weekend, and just say thank you for supporting independent content creators, because I know that they, like myself, do appreciate it. We've got a lot to get through this weekend. I grind through it, love it, enjoy it. Take care of everybody. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And the Common Nerd sends a last-minute super that says, for $2, don't forget my vid. I'd love your honest critique. Indeed, I will check it out. I will. The Common Nerd, thank you. Again, be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Press our button as we see the twist time remaining in about 1 minute.